Hey guys, Toadstong here, and today I'm going to be doing a video about my top 5 favorite Dark Souls bosses as of now. This is a revamping of my previous video, so let's start off. Number 5 is Calamite. It has great design and looks very, very charming. Yet it is extremely hard as soon as you enter the New Game Plus modes. And FromSoft, you need your games to be hard, not unplayable. And that's something that I think they forgot to realize on Calamite, especially on the New Game Plus modes, because on New Game, or not even on New Game, just without even beating the game once, it's just, it has a perfect difficulty, looks perfect, and the attacks are beautifully orchestrated. Number 4, Ornstein and Smough. Ornstein and Smough, while being quite difficult to most, I actually found not much trouble with, especially now that I've been playing Dark Souls for about a year. Well, more than a year, definitely. It's very fun experimenting with that kind of stuff, I bet, because, well, you get to, just fight 2 bosses at once, and while that may seem overwhelming to some, I find it very cool, especially since, it's perfectly, even if you're if you're a tanky build, then you're probably going to be able to take out Ornstein first because, well, it's a more squishy build. But if you're a stealthy, faster build, then you'll be able to take out Smough easier because Smough is slow and hunky, so you'll be able to do a lot of collective damage. 3. Seath. Seath is super cool, not only because it looks amazing throughout the entire fight, it experiments with some pretty cool mechanics. Well, one cool mechanic, two actually, because the Primordial Crystal is one, which is something I found very fascinating. The second that I would like to address is the addition of curses throughout the boss fight. And while this is annoying, it does add a layer of difficulty that would not be present if they, of course, didn't include the curse in some of Seath's attacks. Seath just wouldn't be that hard of a boss without the curse, which is why it's there. And you also get a pretty sweet weapon from chopping off the tail. I personally think that the Moonlight Greatsword is just awesome. 2. Gwen. Gwen is very emotional and moving, and I bet a lot of people would agree with that. I personally think that Gwen isn't the best because while it is very moving and friggin' sweet, or that's how I wrote it in my script, emotional and friggin' sweet. It's also just kind of cheesy in a way, and that's the only thing that kind of holds it back. I would give it a solid 8.5 out of 10 if I was going to give it an out of 10 rating, if I was going to be honest. But that's why I think that Gwen should be at number 2. Number 1, Artorias. Artorias is a very beautiful, beautiful boss fight. The character design for Artorias, along with the story, is just absolutely amazing. And the fight is super fun too, because you get to fight against the person who trained the Great Wolf Sif, which would probably be my number 6. Sif was a beautiful fight, and it was just super fun to fight against Sif. And then you get his trainer, which also flips around like crazy and is also twice as hard in my eyes. And that's just awesome. Artorias is just an all-around perfect boss, so that's why I put him at number 1. And peace out. Enjoy the rest of the speed drawing.